Morning, one and all, and we have 3 games tonight, so don't need timestamps because nice quick preview for everybody so we can get on to other Sunday business. The first game starts at 5 o'clock Eastern, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, which is about 5 hours from now, and that will be Buffalo in against Florida. So for Buffalo, they've had a bit of a rest, and for Florida, not, and they're coming off of a loss against the Carolina Hurricanes last night. Overall records: Buffalo's 10-9-3, away from home they're 4-6-1. Florida's 12-6-5, and at home they're 6-2-2. The last meeting between these teams occurred on October 11th. That was a shootout win for Buffalo, 3-2. Their next meeting is January 4th. That will be in Buffalo. Now, goals leaders for the Buffalo Sabres: Eichel with 13, Skinner and Reinhart both have 8, Olofsson has 7. Power play goals: Olofsson with 6, Eichel with 4. Game-winning goals: Eichel has 2, and everybody else has 1. Ice time: Ristolainen, 24 minutes and 7 seconds on average per game. He has been the workhorse, and that's why when they talk about trading him, I'm thinking, well, okay, if they're going to talk about trading him, but he's the number one played guy, you might want to ask the coach first. On the goals front with Florida, Connolly, Dadonov, and Huberdeau all have 10. Hoffman has 9. Power play goals: Hoffman and Dadonov both have 5. Game-winning goals: Achari and Huberdeau both have 2. And ice time: Ekblad, 24 minutes and 9 seconds. So he's playing 2 seconds more per game than Ristolainen. It's always odd to me how some of these numbers are really, really close when you compare ice time and stuff like that. But some coaches play similar styles or deploy their players very similarly. So, yeah, this one I think is going to be close. Buffalo won the first one. I would think Florida probably bounces back from that loss against Carolina last night with a win. We'll see. That being said, moving along. Carolina's in Detroit. This one starts at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. Carolina's 14-8-1. Away from home, they're 6-4-1. At home, Detroit's 7-15-3. Or no, they're 7-15-3 altogether, and at home they're 4-6-1. So overall, the numbers would favor Carolina. I'm kind of thinking Detroit tonight, though. I don't know. They have to win one soon, right? Anyways, their last meeting was, of course, November 1st. And everybody remembers that one was a 7-3 drubbing that Carolina put on the Detroit Red Wings. Their next meeting after this one is March 10th in Detroit. Now, goals leaders for Carolina: Svechnikov and Aho have 11. Hamilton has 10, and Haula, who's out, of course, has 8. On the power play goals side of things, Svechnikov has 4, Haula has 3. Game-winning goals: Svechnikov 3, Netchus and Hamilton both have 2. Ice time leader is Dougie Hamilton at 23-11, which is a little bit surprising because Slavin's been the workhorse on their blue line for a long time, and it looks like Hamilton's the one that if you're going to pick a Norris winner off Carolina, he would likely be, at the very least, their nominee, and a guy who would garner some attention. I can't see him finishing higher than about 5th or 6th in the voting, but he'd garner some attention. On the Detroit side of things, goals leaders: Mantha has 12, Bertuzzi has 10, Larkin has 6, Athanasiou and Hronek have 5. Power play goals: Mantha with 4, Fabry and Larkin have 2, and Fabry, his continued success is key if Detroit's going to turn this around. Game-winning goals: Mantha has 3, and then there's 4 players tied with 1. And your ice time leader is Hronek at 22 minutes and 50 seconds on average for the Wings. This one, I don't know. I'm kind of liking Detroit in this, but I didn't wear Detroit. I wore Arizona. Arizona's at home tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers 15-7-3. Away from home, they're now 8-5-1, coming off that win in Vegas. Arizona's 14-8-2. At home, they're 6-5. They're coming off that win against the Kings. Their last meeting was an overtime game on November 4th that Arizona won in Edmonton 3-2. And their next meeting after this game is January 18th in Edmonton. So this is a good divisional rivalry. This is their second of 4 meetings this year. Goals leaders: well, McDavid and Draisaitl make everybody else's totals look pedestrian. McDavid 18 goals, Draisaitl 16, Neal with 13, Cassian with 8. Now on the power play goal front, Neal is still the leader there with 9. And McDavid has 8. Game-winning goals, Draisaitl with 4, and then there are 3 players tied with 2 each. Ice time leader is Clefbaum. He has the number 1 total on the entire board at 25 minutes and 50 seconds. He has been a workhorse for Edmonton. He does a little bit of everything. And his scoring totals are high enough that, again, when we get down to the whole Norris voting thing in June, well, at the end of the season, and then they reveal it in June after the awards given out, I think Clefbaum's going to garner some attention. Koskinen, it's been confirmed, will be the starter for Edmonton. We don't have confirmation on the other goaltenders, but if they played yesterday, you have a pretty good idea of who's probably going to get the start. Now, on the Arizona front, their goals leader, Garland with 10. Grabner, Dvorak, and Soderberg all have 6. So, it's scoring by committee. It shows up in power play goals as well. Kessel has 3. There are 3 players tied with 2. And then game-winning goals, your guess is as good as mine who might get the winner for Arizona should they win tonight. There are 4 players tied with 2 game winners and 3 players tied with 1 game winner. So, there you go. Knock down my phone. That's why you get a phone case. Because if you don't, you get that crack in your screen. So yeah, the overall numbers tell you that Arizona, Edmonton, this could be a big one tonight. Ekman-Larsson, ice time leader at 24 minutes and 26 seconds. It will be Darcy Kemper. It was Antti Raanta yesterday. It really doesn't matter. Either goaltender, pretty darn solid for the Arizona Coyotes. So there you go. You guys are all set up for tonight's action. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, winners and whatnot. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support, and I will talk to you again soon.